हाय, आई एम महेश गुलारी बैक अगेन। आज का मुद्दा, लेकिन आज मैं सबसे सीरियस मुद्दा है। मतलब मैंने आज तक इतने वीडियोस किए 100 करीब, बट आज का जो सब्जेक्ट है ना बहुत रेलेवेंट है आज के लिए, आज की दुनिया के लिए। और इस वक्त इतना इशू है ये बड़ा कि लोग एक्चुअली इसको सोचते नहीं है कि इशू है। वो दूसरे इश्यूज बहुत देखते हैं, लेकिन इस इशू को कभी ना ध्यान दिया है ना कुछ किया है। मैं सिर्फ पेरेंट्स की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मैं बात कर रहा हूँ इवन एडोलेसेंट्स की, मैं बात कर रहा हूँ लड़के की, लड़की की, मैन, वुमन, ओल्ड पीपल, सीनियर सिटीजन्स, सिल्वर सिटीजन्स, सब के लिए। हम अपनी हेल्थ इश्यूज को देखते हैं, हम और दूसरी सोशल इश्यूज को देखते हैं, हम कैसे लगते हैं नहीं लगते हैं वो देखते हैं। लेकिन कभी भी ये सोचा है आपने कि आपकी मेंटल हेल्थ जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है उस पर कभी आपने ध्यान दिया है? नहीं जनाब, कभी नहीं दिया। इस पर मैं एक शेर बोलना चाहता हूं कि न मैं गिरा न मेरी उम्मीदों के मीनार गिरे, पर लोग मुझे गिराने में कई बार गिरे। बात जहर की नहीं थी, बात जहर की नहीं थी, वो तो मैं पी गया। मुश्किल तब हुई जब लोगों को तकलीफ तब हुई जब मैं जहर पी के भी जी गया। जी हाँ, ये एक्चुअली शेर मुझे इसलिए बताना है कि मेंटल इश्यूज या मेंटल जो इलनेस होती है या एंजाइटी जो होती है वो हर किसी को, हर वर्ग के लोगों को, गरीबों को, अमीरों को, सुपर रिच, छोटों को, बड़ों को, बहुत ज्यादा उम्र वालों को, सबको मेंटल इश्यूज आते हैं। लेकिन एक्चुअली डिपेंड करता है आपकी कोपिंग टेक्निक पर। हाउ डू यू कोप इट अप, हाउ डू यू कोप अप विद दीज काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स। नाउ मेंटल इश्यूज सबको नहीं होता है, सिर्फ कुछ लोगों को होता है। तो सवाल ये होगा कि अरे यार ये इन लोगों को क्यों होता है? एक्चुअली इट्स बिकॉज these people who suffer from mental issues are actually not able to cope up with it. Somewhere in their genetic codes, in their genetic build-up, or in the society, or somewhere they keep going, or whether you're a man or a woman, there are some issues that you've not been able to cope up with. So therefore, those people who can't cope up with actually suffer from mental issues or mental illness, or you can say the state of mind which is not good and which ultimately leads to lot of problems. Trust me, boys, all you boys who go to the gym thinking physical fitness is important, no, let me tell you, think otherwise. Your mental health is more important than your physical health. Girls who you all think that being fit, being thin, very thin, that's very important. No. First, look after your mental health. Once you've done that, once you've gone through those, 2-3 years talking, engaging with people, talking to people who are actually looking after the mental illness, or psychologists, psychiatrists, once you have talked and they have taken your account of all your lifestyle, and when they prescribe something to you, then you've taken care of your mental health. So now you can take care of your other things, your other hobbies and whatever. Now, actually you must be asking me what causes mental health issues now. You see, what happens when you are a child and you've been abused, you may go through mental issues later in life, or even just immediately after. Then you go through a trauma can be any time, or even if you are neglected, right? Then sometimes social isolation for various reasons can give you mental health issues. If you're experiencing discrimination or stigma, including which is racism, then you have a social disadvantage, poverty or debt, then you have lost someone, bereavement, then you have uh, you've been going through stress, severe or long-term stress, you can have health issues. And then, if you have a long-term, not short-term, long-term health condition, then also you do feel mentally deprived, and then you have this mental issues. Now I'm talking about only issues. I'm not saying that you are having problems. So these are the issues which normally easily lead to mental disorders. And the symptoms, now you would want to know how to know symptoms, in your family, amongst your children, your parents, your colleagues, your staff. We've just figured out the main issues in today's life are like, people who suffer from, mild depression, mental health, are actually always little sad, and, they feel let down. Then, there is a confused thinking or reduced ability to concentrate. Like, you talking to me and suddenly you're thinking something. Not good. See, once in a while it's okay. Don't think that the person is suffering. When it's in a continuous process, when you see that it's being done on a regular basis, then by all means talk. Yes, please don't shy away. This was happening, but today my video is to please keep talking. There's no harm. If Deepika can talk about it, if Williams can talk about it, and many film stars and sportsmen are coming up, you must also talk about it. Yes, it's something to talk. Yeah. Then you have these extreme mood changes. You have you withdraw from friends, and and you feel high, low whilst you are with your friends. You have you feel very tired most of the time. You're sleeping all the time. You feel very low energy, and all the time. Even when you're in a company, in a party with people, you're feeling like I am not feeling good, or I'm not feeling healthy. I'm not feeling happy. So let me go and sleep it off. Now, actually, mental health issues are actually when you don't feel good about. Anybody telling you, any friend of yours telling you, I'm not feeling good, don't ignore. It's like if I have a pain in my back, I tell you I have a pain in my back, then you suggest a doctor to me. That's the way you have to talk about mental health also. Don't shy away. Don't think that people will think, "Arey pagla ho gaya yaar ye to." No, it's not like that. Every third or fourth person you meet today is going through this. Now, if you're wondering how are they taking care of it, it's because they're talking to people. You have to talk to people. You have to talk to friends. Girls normally talk to friends, and and she may say, "Oh, my bhabhi went through all this. My friend, another friend went through all this." So what you should do? Actually, you have to set your time aside once you feel that either you are suffering or someone else, with no distractions. This is how you have to talk to the person who's actually sharing with you, and let them share as much as they want, but allow them to talk. You don't interfere in between. Let them say what they feel comfortable with. Make them comfortable. Don't say, "Look, I think this is not a good thing." No, I feel probably if you are done this way. Make it sound a little more friendly, a little caring. When someone talks to you, don't start diagnosing, "Oh my God, you're bad. We must immediately do this something. It is SOS. Sorry. In fact, then you are adding more problem to already confused person who's suffering from some mental health issue. The question should be open-ended. If that person is not feeling comfortable, don't force yourself. make that person comfortable. It's so many times that people who have gone through childhood abuse or trauma, feel little uneasy talking about such things. But you have to slowly come out. Or you can add, look, when I was a child, I went through this, I went through that. And let me tell you one thing. The people who suffer are not people who are from the poor background. People who suffer are not ones who are economically not well off. You'll be surprised. A person who's very rich, comfortable, doing very well in life. Deepika Padukone is an example. She could do just about everything. The most lovely person, very good looking, extremely good looking. The boys and the men may say very hot, but she was having mental illness. But she shared. She understood that it has to be shared, and today she's all right. She's married. Everything is honky-dory with her. So why not you, me, everybody? We must talk about it. Look, a lady of 18, 19 who got pregnant and delivered a child, a son, and she was in a joint family, suffered mental illness immediately after delivering. Now you would think everything's so good, she's from a very rich family, she's married into a rich family, but why she is going through this mental illness? You never know. There could be reasons. She may have been thinking that, oh my God, at 18 I'm already a mother. I might lose my figure, I might lose my good looks. People will not look at me, or whatever reason, You will see, you people, youngsters, when I say youngsters, 14 to 24, you go into the social media, and you're so much into social media, and your liking and disliking is immediate. You're liked or disliked. So the moment you have 5,000, 10,000 likes, you feel very comfortable. And one video of yours is not liked by people, and slowly people have started disliking you, and then you go into sadness mode, and you go into loneliness mode, and then you suffer mental illness. I'll not call it disease, but illness. And then over a period of time, this illness, if not diagnosed at a proper time, can become very bad. Look, there are so many mental illnesses that we have, and there is something called clinical depression, there is anxiety disorder, then dementia. But then now what I am going to tell you are rather incurable also, because you come very late. Bipolar disorder cannot be cured maybe when after you've gone through the initial stages, if you've not talked about it. Schizophrenia, of course, incurable. Obsessive compulsive disorder also, if it has become, you've been suffering for the many years, can now, it's you have to maybe you have to live with it. So therefore, the earlier you diagnose with every disease, even if it's diabetes, if it's pain anywhere in your body, if you don't complain, if you don't, if you keep it inside, that it becomes malignant, or maybe later on turns into cancer. So this is also similar. Now, my video, what is it teaching you? It's teaching you that when you do suffer from anything which you feel that you are doing which is not normal, otherwise you are very healthy, everything is okay, your blood pressure is okay, your sugar levels are okay, you don't have a thyroid issue, you don't have vitamin D issue or any other vitamins. But that doesn't mean that you cannot have a mental disorder. You can. This is something different, a different area. Some people can cope up with it. There is a mechanism where you cope up. What some people, I think 80% of the people have that mechanism to cope up with it. They know that, I have to solve it. But if by any chance there is some chemical combination in your body where you can't, then talk with people. There is someone called Nirja Birla, Mrs. Nirja Birla, who's a crusader for mental disease and illness and other things. And they have a helpline. And you'll be surprised when talking to me once, She said, there are more men who suffer from all this. There are men who call us. There are 80% men who call us for the state that they go through. Which means, actually what she said was that women, girls, talk with each other. Men don't. They don't want to tell their friend, look, I have this, because they feel, वो हमको बोलेगा, अरे तू तो पागल है यार, तेरे को तो तू तो मेंटल है, तो वो उससे डरता है, वो जाता नहीं किसी फ्रेंड के पास या किसी के पास. So you can call these helpline, talk to a psychologist, psychiatrist. Please go. There are so many clinics which have psychologists, psychiatrists. Sit with them. And once you sat with them and discussed everything, they will tell you, they will prescribe not medicines, but the way of life. And you'll be happy and gain living, yes. But if you ignore, then I am telling you, warning, it's very bad. Your life is finished. Your life is totally finished. So, I'll tell you a joke now. There was this guy who was getting married, very stressed out. He's getting married because he has social issues. He has to keep his mother happy. Mother said, बेटा बहू ला रहे हो, हम लोग को देखेगी. बाप बोल रहा है, बहू आएगी तो खाना अच्छा होगा. And बहू अच्छे घर की है, तो इसलिए सब बनाना पड़ेगा. So he's going through so much. So when he sits on the manda and the bahu is coming with a ghungat from far off. So he tells Pandit ji, मैं इनको दाहिने साइड बिठाऊं कि बाएं साइड बिठाऊं. तो पंडित जी बोले क्यों? बोला नहीं, मैं चाहता हूं कि मेरा इनके ऊपर रोब चले ना, ताकि तभी तो हमारा घर, हमारी फैमिली, सब कुछ अच्छा चलेगा. बोला बेटा तू फिक्र मत कर, वो आज तू दाहिने साइड बिठा या बाएं साइड बिठा, कल के बाद तो वो तेरे सर पे ही बैठने वाली है. हाँ, अगर आप हंस रहे हो तो टेंशन करने की क्या जरूरत है यार. Take life easy. And if you do go through these blues of loneliness, sadness, and feeling like, I am lost, and feeling that because I am black, the white will curse me, which is happening in US. And if you feel that, as a child you had gone through an issue, or, you were abused, get away with it. Talk. You will hear that every third person has gone through all this. And not only girls go through this, boys also go through this. So it's like this. Baat karo, or people who don't go through all this intervention, please talk and help. Please talk. Talk about mental health. Talk to everybody. If you talk about coronavirus, if you talk about IPL, if you talk about cricket, baseball, basketball, even mental issues can be talked these days. Youngsters having parties can talk about this. Someone in their group not mixing these days, not coming up. Why? What's wrong? Come on, let's go up, talk to her or him. This is how we will get rid of this mentalness. Yes, but then again, this is my bullet, that please take care of people who are going through mental illnesses, and their red flags are that they are sad, they have got a promotion but not happy. Now, Sushant Singh Rajput was a very big example. He was the most good-looking guy. He was so desirable by girls. He was happy. He came from Bihar and was doing very well in Mumbai. But there was something. His coping up mechanism probably was not good, and he was looking elsewhere. Because when you talk to yourself, you want to find solution yourself with that limited or whatever knowledge you have. Therefore, talk to a psychologist or a psychiatrist. The helpline is there. If I am there, I can help you, but not clinically. I can help you talking wise. This is Mahesh Gulani signing off with a wonderful subject today, which is not talked about, but I have talked it. Please comment in the comment sections whether you like this, and like my video, subscribe, also please share it.